Tapping in, tapping in. Good morning, good morning. Hope all is well. Uh, Today we're gonna have a little Bible reading. We're gonna read Deuteronomy, and we're gonna read about the restoration, the restoration of Israel. You know, talking about how God is gonna gather His people back. You know, so let's read. Let's read Deuteronomy 30, and we'll read down. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta take my hat off. Sorry about that. Respect to the Most High. Men, never prophesy to talk about the Bible with your head covered. Only the women supposed to cover their heads. So, sorry about that. I'm gonna start over. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will will have passion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whether the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. So the Lord is going to gather all his people wherever they were scattered uh, from during the slavery. We were scattered to all four corners of the earth. So the same way we was scattered, the, the Lord through his spirit is going to regather his people by his word and through the spirit. If if any of thy be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from this will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from this will he fetch thee. And how he's going to fetch you? Through his word. He's going to fetch you through the word, through his spirit, through his truth. And the Lord thy God would bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do the good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart. So God is going to circumcise your heart, which means the heart represents the mind. He's going to circumcise your mind through his truth and through his word. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart and thy heart of thy seed, which means your children, to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. So you should love the Lord with all your heart, all your soul, so that you may live. We know the Most High is in control of life and death. And it's saying, "Thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of thy Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. And the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous in every work of thy hand, and in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy land, for good. For the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, and he rejoiced over thy fathers. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice," which hearkens mean listen, "if thou shalt listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which are written in the book of the law. And if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. See? So the Lord is going to regain his people through his spirit, through his word, and he's going to set his people back on high, on a higher standard than what we are, if we obey his voice, his words. So that's what the Spirit is doing this day, in these last days we living in, the Lord is gathering his people so that he can put these curses on your enemies. I just read that in verse 7, 30 and 7. It said, the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. You see? So the Lord is for us. He's ready to fight for us, but we gotta obey him, obey his words, keep his commandments. That's all we gotta do, y'all. And it's not hard. And the Lord will fight all our battles for us, for our enemies. So thank y'all for tapping in with me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Shout out to the Trapflix family. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Let's stay prayed up. Let's stay in our book. Let's seek this wisdom. And I'll be back with the next one. Peace.